first pitch that we have is from BioBright, who is pitched by Vanessa Barzasi, who is the CEO and co-founder of BioBright. Vanessa, are you ready? Where are you? You're here. Oh my God, 4 minutes. Are you ready? Let's go. Round of applause.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Have you ever stood by the harbor and wondered what is inside the water? Well, I did. Growing up near the coast, I used to stare at the ocean and wonder how something so vast can be so vulnerable. And after years, and after speaking with more than 500 ports globally, I realized that they all have the same problem: rising emission, toxic water, and lack of data. This is why we created BioBright. My name is Vanessa Barzasi, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of BioBright. And we are the only port-focused, algae-based solution that reduces emission, purifies water, and gives you data. So by combining technology and nature together, we are transforming ports into a climate solution and not climate problem. So we all know that by 2050, ports need to reach net zero. Otherwise, they're going to pay millions in carbon taxes. But it's difficult to do that when in the port there is just one person taking all the notes regarding their emission in an Excel document, which doesn't take into account the fluctuation of emission as well, and is not very accurate. But what about water quality then? Well, it's even worse. Many ports don't have sensors in place. Therefore, when there is an oil spill accident, what they do is manual water sampling. That again is not very effective and very expensive too. So with BioBright, we can give you the monitoring system in order to be in charge of your harbor, and in order to see if a solution is going to be effective or not. At the same time, we can also include algae cultivation, where the algae can reduce emission and also purify the water. And then, since the algae are going to grow with the biomass, what we are going to do is harvest these algae and then sell it to company to create biofuel. So let's have a look to the monitoring system. So we have a bunch of different sensors. So we have sensor for CO2 in the air, CO2 in the water, sensor for water quality, and we can detect the fluctuation, the source of emission, oil spill in advance, and at the same time the algae cultivation performances. So all of these data are going to be to our dashboard. So thanks to Catapult Connected Places and the Department of Transport, with the Port of Tyne and the Thames Estuary Board Growth, we understood what is the biggest problem that ports are facing and how we can help them to solve that. At the same time, with both folk, we understood which type of data we need to implement and how we can better representing them. And we want one of the important grants in the UK, where we're doing a 6-month pilot project with Red Funnel and Roebuck, where at the end of February, we're able to reduce between 5 to 15% of their emission by just using our monitoring system. So why BioBright? Easy to set up. We can give you access to the data remotely, at the same time data on CO2, data on water quality, and we can reduce emission by using our monitoring system and algae cultivation. So the market is massive, it's worth billions of pounds, but we wanted to attract 20 million by 2030, since we already spoke with more than 500 ports globally. So we can do that because of our team. We're a team of expertise and we love what we're doing. I have multiple experience in marketing and finance, where my brother and co-founder, he is the algae expert. We do have people on the software, hardware engineer, and in our advisory board, we have Rosio, which is the director of the Innovation Hub in Porto Huelva. So why I'm here today is not just to close our pre-seed round of investment, but we need your help. So we wanted to do more pilot projects in order to test our monitoring system more, have more data, and also have a bigger impact. So if you can help us in one way or another, please feel free to reach out to me, because only together we can create a world where zero carbon ports and clean waters are the new standards. Thank you so much.
Microphone back on. Thank you so much. Thank you. Incredible. One thing before I move on, just a reminder, you have the chance to vote for all the startups like you will be hearing today, like including Vanessa's and all the startups coming up. This is a QR code. This is your chance. Is it telling you the form is currently unavailable? Is it happening to anyone else? I'll just move out of the way. Can you just see it fine? It's not published. It's not published. PEIC team, we have issues with the QR code. If we could have that sorted, someone from the PEIC team, we have issues with the QR code. Well, if you love Vanessa, hold that thought, because you will be able to vote later on today. You have the chance to vote up to 5 times during the day for the winner to be announced at the end. Now, before further ado, I would love to introduce our very next pitch from David Rodés, who is going to be from Ocean Ecostructures, who is a purpose-driven innovation leader with over 15 years of experience. The stage is yours, David, wherever you are. Where are you? There you go. Thank you. 4 minutes. Thank you so much.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm David Rodés. I'm Chief Development Officer and partner at Ocean Ecostructures. At Ocean Ecostructures, we are a blue tech solution that offsets environmental impact of every type of marine infrastructure, from ports to oil rigs, wind farms, or subsea cables, and we turn them into thriving ecosystems. Through our AI-powered and monitoring and reporting system, we can translate the environmental benefits that we generate into economic benefits for our customers. And for these reasons, more than 40 organizations today benefit from our solution and increase their competitiveness, reduce costs, and even generate new revenues, aligning their growth with sustainability. We are turning oil rigs into blue oases. We have developed a solution to protect subsea pipes and cables, turning them into actual reefs. We are offsetting the environmental impact of Princess Elizabeth Island in the North Sea, which is the largest marine infrastructure ever built in the EU. And we have plenty of successful cases in ports and marinas. We do it with a solution that combines 3 elements. 1, an innovative regenerative technology. 2, an advanced monitoring system. And 3, a complete set of reporting that allows us to understand and leverage the results. A regenerative technology consists of biomimetic microreefs. Those are small structures that are suitable for every type of marine infrastructure and that are removable and hence do not interfere with operations. These units synthesize the way natural reefs work and become extremely efficient at bringing back life to places where it was scarce. We enable the development of complex and hence resilient ecosystems, and we do it in less than 1 year. We closely monitor the results achieved using ROVs and AI-powered image processing, and we do it with a scientific methodology developed or validated by the CSIC and with highest quality standards. We track the results. We look at biodiversity. We classify the different species that we see, including their ecological function, and we become extremely good early detectors of invasive species. We track biomass, and from there we determine the CO2 captured. And we actually turn the results into actual impacts for our customers. With 100 LBUs, you can increase up to 300% the biodiversity, produce up to 4 tons of biomass per year, and capture 2 tons of CO2 per year. And we even can determine the economic value of the natural capital restored from a socioeconomic standpoint, such as contribution to fishery or to biodiversity conservation, but also to understand which is the business benefit generated. We provide all this information through a multi-front-end reporting system that combines 3 elements: our proprietary platform, iOcean, an impact report, which is compatible with TNFD, CSRD, and an open app, which is called Ocean Ecostructures. All these images that we gather and data that we provide become a super powerful tool for communication and dissemination at site or in workshops or even for press and social media. So altogether, what we provide is a solution that generates tangible benefits for our customers, including improved competitiveness, cost saving with the ability to access green funding, de-risking the potential of environmental penalties, minimizing ESG compliance and complexity and cost, and especially for ports, being able to generate additional revenues. To finalize, we are a proven technology with top-tier customers in every segment where we operate, and we're proud to say that we've received multiple international awards and recognitions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Well done. Well rehearsed as well. Don't you love when startups are just on time? And you're going to be the same, aren't you? Of course, I feel it. Love to welcome Wave Crookes and Laura Robinson from Seagrown. The stage is yours.
Okay, good morning everybody. My name is Captain Wave Crookes and I've worked either on or under every ocean on Earth throughout my professional life.
And hello, my name's Laura Robinson. I'm a professor of marine sciences and I've been studying those same oceans for all of my career.
Laura and I met in the Weddell Sea on a research expedition with the British Antarctic Survey. When we got back to the UK, we decided we wanted to start a business that mixes our expertise. That business is Seagrown, and our sole mission is to grow healthier oceans.
So all of us here in this room know that our oceans are essential to support our way of life. By way of examples, 95% of global transport goes through sea, and our oceans are critical for energy security, food security, and net zero ambitions. All of this activity at sea comes with a huge environmental cost, and between us, we must repay that cost. We've come up with a solution. It's called Kelpedo. It can tackle climate change, it can tackle biodiversity loss, it can tackle pollution, all three of the triple planetary crises identified by the UN.
So, what is Kelpedo? Well, quite simply, it is Seagrown's unrivaled and patented delivery system for seaweed and shellfish. It allows us to put these things where they're needed to generate vital marine ecosystem services. As you can see on the slide, that can go from right inside the port, in the port approaches between the piers there, in the coastal zone, to right offshore to support offshore construction projects such as, but not limited to, offshore wind. Why is it different? Where can we add value? Well, in lots of areas. It works all year round, works in any location and in any weather conditions. Any vessel can use it, including fishing vessels. It integrates seamlessly with ports and other maritime industry with no interruption whatsoever. There's no need to use port infrastructure. You can if you want, but equally it will stand alone. It's easily moved whilst in service, so we can be flexible as other projects develop. And we use seaweed and shellfish together for full spectrum environmental impact. It's targetable to deal with specific problems right where they are, and there's no lag time. As soon as this gets wet, it starts working. It's scalable, fully scalable, and it can deal with local and global scale problems. So in short, Kelpedo is a life-saving, one-stop ocean defibrillator.
So that's all pretty great, isn't it? You can take our word for it, or we can provide you with some evidence. So we've been measuring our system for years now out in the North Sea. We have a big team of scientists. We've demonstrated that we're providing habitat and prey for vulnerable marine ecosystems, including seabirds and mammals, harbour porpoise, as an example, in the North Sea. We're making the water cleaner. Our system takes up bacteria, it takes up nutrients and pollutants, and it puts oxygen back in the water. And we've got verifiable pathways to carbon reduction. Again, don't just believe us. You can read our 250-page report, which has been endorsed by our UK regulators.
So how have we been doing so far? Pretty well. We have achieved traction in all of our target sectors. That is offshore wind and construction. We actually won RWE's global competition for biodiversity and co-location solutions last year. We've worked with Ørsted too. We're working with UK water companies to clean up coastal water and, of course, the ports and maritime sector. That's allowed us to grow the company from just myself and Laura up to a crew now of 16, revenue turnover of over £1 million, and that's projected to exceed 10 million within the next 5 years.
So what are we doing here? It's a wonderful city, so thank you. But other than that, we've come to meet champions and advocates, tell you what we're doing so you can tell your friends and other colleagues. We're looking for partners who want to use our system, or corporates who need to offset using ESG approaches. And of course, we're looking for investors. We really want to make an impact and repay that cost at sea. A healthy ocean makes a healthy planet. Seagrown's got the solution. Thank you.
Thank you.